Take your vagina to the spa, man.
Ladies, them are running in. We're pulling weight, but we know the dream. Oh. We on point, oh boy. We're balling international. No time, baby. You got to know we are the guys.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm that original Nigerian chick. I make lifestyle, straight talking videos and any other video that interests me, including food recipes, reviews and hauls. So today we are going to be talking about how to take care of our pum pum, punani, vulva, vagina, how to take care of that flower, that womanly part of us. I know there have been videos online on how to take care of it, but this okay, disclaimer, I am not a doctor or a gynecologist, but I think some of these things I'm going to spit out at you is going to help you take care of that. And some of them are not popular opinions, and some of them are my own experiments and what have worked for me, and some of them are inputs from my mom, my aunts, elderly women here in Africa. Okay, there's some controversial ones, but I think they actually do work. Now, number one is do not wear panties, really. Don't. Personally, I feel this one, panties are restricting, constraining, and they restrict the airflow. It doesn't matter what type you wear. If you like, you wear cotton, linen, the most airy, it doesn't matter. It's good to just leave it the way it is. Let air come from the ground, come from everywhere. I never wear panties. In fact, I stopped wearing panties like 10 years ago, and I hardly get any heat, sweaty smell. Yeah, that's sweaty when you wear a tight jeans or wear panties, you pull it off, there is that sweaty, it's not an odor, but you know that it's sweaty. I don't really get that since I stopped wearing panties. So number one is, if you can, quit wearing panties or reduce the number of times you wear panties. So if you have special occasions, probably you should wear panties. If you're someone who engages in regular sex, and things, especially if you're married and you engage in unprotected sex, things trickle down, after you've had intercourse, then you can use some sort of panty liner or a sticker. You can use like a sticker, just stick it in there for one day, 2 days, or you just let it flow. Really, just let it flow. That's my suggestion. Then number two, don't shave. Don't shave. I don't shave, but I trim, because shaving actually gives me a lot of bumps, waxing as well. I get bumps after wax. I don't, when it starts growing, it's very uncomfortable. Granted, the hair is softer, after especially after waxing, but hair, any type, using cream, I really hate the smell of hair removal creams, and I never use them. So I just trim with the scissors. Yeah, I always have a bit of hair down there. I always trim, make sure it's clean and neat. You know what I mean? I never ever shave. And I mean, if I meet a man and he doesn't like the way I trim my punani or take care of it, you should go and look for someone who shaves. Personally, I even think shaved punani looks weird, but that's my own personal opinion. And thirdly, take your vagina to the spa, man. This one, I know a lot of people say, oh, you don't steam, it does nothing for you. Man, it does something for you. Have you tried, people who live in cold countries, have you tried steaming on a cold winter day? There's nothing as enjoyable as that. Remember when I used to live abroad, I normally every month I get like herbs. I brought some herbs from home. Now in my next video I'll give you like the herbs I use for steaming. They're mostly natural herbs like ginger, it's lemongrass, there's some African natural herbs. You know, if you're a Nigerian person, you know that stick that we used to put with, especially if someone has malaria, that stick is actually really good. It cure malaria as well as the steam. So I put that. It's just a mixture of herbs, you know, which I'll put in my next video. So steam. I don't mean steam and scald your vagina. Put some herbs in there. Your ginger, your lemongrass, your apple cider vinegar, lime. Put them in there in a small bucket. Don't put boiled water, because if you put boiled water and sit on it, you're going to scald your private area. So just make sure the water is cold to at least maybe 70 degrees Celsius. Still hot, still steaming, but not as steamy as boiled water that is going to kill you. You know, there's going to be a little bit of discomfort, obviously, but you get used. Your body somehow gets used to it, and oh my God, the feeling of steaming. You should try it. Try it once a month. Just take your vagina to the spa and steam. Fourthly, this one is rife amongst my African people. When they wash in there, they tend to put their fingers in there until a woman, announced my mom's cousin, came to stay with us, and she was like, "Why do you put your hands in there?" Like, that's how I've seen it done. Actually, that's how my mom does it. She takes her fingers, sticks it in there, and you know, washes things off that plate. I was like, no, that you do your vagina a lot of harm than good when you stick your fingers in there, because your fingers, whether we like it or not, they're never really actually clean. You know, even if you have the shortest nails, somehow some particles just get in there. You don't know what that is. You could be sticking it in your vajayjay. So she says the vagina is a self-cleansing organism. It cleans itself out, so you don't need to put anything extra inside it. So all you just do is to wash the vulva. There's a difference between the vagina. The vagina is inside, the vulva is actually outside. So you wash the vulva and wash it with, I use African black soap, unscented. You should use, this is gold I'm spilling. Go and get African black soap, the one that does not have any perfume in it. Use it to wash your vagina. It does not have any scent. It produces mild foam. I know they say we shouldn't use soap down there, but I just cannot use water. You know, no, I just cannot use water. So I just use soap, and I've tried water, just ordinary water. I've tried using black African soap. So I tell you, black African soap is the way to go. You know, it keeps you smelling fresh, smelling like you for a longer time than when you use water. Now, is it 4th or number 5? Yes, another one is, try it. The more partners, okay, ladies, listen to this. The more partners we get, have you noticed that if you go into a new relationship, or you change your partner, have a new partner, there's a guarantee you will have UTI? Have you noticed it? For me, if I change a partner, for some reason I just get a urinary tract infection. I'm telling you this. So personally, I don't judge. If you want to have millions of partner, do you, baby, do you. But personally, my theory for that is, when we meet a new partner, after we are certified that we are both clean and we want to, you know, hit it raw, after getting checked, right? I want to hit it raw. We kind of transfer what we have to each other, because we have our normal body flora. It's not the same. So he introduces the bacteria he's carrying into you, his normal flora. It doesn't mean it's bad, but sometimes it's kind of foreign to your body, and it proliferates and you get UTI. That is my theory. So I think that's a theory for that. So whenever I change partners, I get UTI. So try to limit the number of partners you have, even with a condom. That's true, even with a condom. So I don't know what that is. Even with a condom, I still get UTI. So, but if I consistently be with one partner, I don't get UTI. I find I barely get UTI. So stick with one partner if you can. You know what I mean? If you can't, not judging me that do you boo. Okay, so what else am I missing? Pads, not tampons. Avoid trying to stick anything in there, seriously, because to me, I actually prefer the convenience of a tampon. But it's not about tampon, is it just doesn't feel right for me. It just doesn't feel right at all. So if I stick it in there, sometimes I notice that when I'm taking it out, it gets really dry and it rubs against my vaginal walls, and I feel a bit sore there. So I feel that the more I stick things in, take things out, the more tear I create, and the more avenue for bacteria to go in and grow. So I avoid sticking things in there as much as I can. My hands, tampons, no. So I actually prefer tampons, but it makes me quite uncomfortable and it gives me tears. So I stick to pads. So if you have a problem with tampons, I suggest you stick to pads, or you stick to cotton wool, sterile cotton wool. Now this cotton wool is actually quite softer than if you must stick something in there, use a cotton wool, because it's actually softer, absorbent cotton wool, white, sterile. It's actually softer than the tampon. I don't know what they use in the tampon, but the thing is that good luck fishing it out after you're done, except there is a way that you can construct it and maybe tie, just, I don't know. Or you can just take something like a stick, wrap the cotton wool around, a stick with a rope, wrap the top cotton wool around, not really a stick, I don't know the material they use, but except you can create a tampon out of that absorbent material, because most tampons I know are very, very hard. So if you're watching this video and you know a soft tampon and you can recommend it to me, I'll like that. Just recommend something soft that doesn't tear me down, doesn't tear me. Then the other one is what you put in your mouth. Now, in Africa here, in Nigeria here, we don't eat a lot of cottage cheese, and I don't suggest they eat. If you're Nigerian, okay, we don't have a culture of eating cottage cheese, even though you can make cottage cheese yourself. We don't also have. I suggest you don't take the yogurt they sell here because it's sugar laden, and I don't really trust the culture they use. It's just a different. There's just this difference from the one I get in Norway and the one I get here. So what I do is I use apple cider vinegar. I take a shot, and sometimes I just put it in a small bowl of water, just a little, to make it a little bit acidic, and just rinse with it. Sometimes I do that when I feel like pampering myself, so I rinse with it, I steam it, and voila, that is it. So that's going to be the end of this video. The next video I'm going to be posting is how I steam my punani and what I use for steaming. So if you're interested in that kind of video, please do not hesitate to subscribe, like, share this video. I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye bye.